guys, I'm your sis Mrita and today I'm challenging myself to write a story, and I'm not gonna take any kind of scripts from the another stories. I'm gonna create one myself, like inspiring story like Maleficent, Cinderella, and they are all evergreen stories. And what I'm gonna do, I don't know. Just I've wrote a little bit. Just I will read it. Here I have it. And just I'll say this is just a rough one. Once upon a time, a girl known as once upon a time there was a little girl known as Carol. She was in a little village called as. That's it. I didn't write the village name, and just I was writing and I thought, why I can't film a video? This is gonna be so good content. And here we come. And I don't know what to write about, and I don't know what village name I should pick, and I am going with the flow. Oh my god. And just I'm gonna take some time to write, and then let's see. And finally, after half an hour of thinking, and I searched for popular, imaginary worlds names, games like the Game of Thrones world name, like Alice in Wonderland, Wonderland names. But I searched for cute village names, and I saw the first word, and it was so suitable for the story, and Hawksfeet. And I think that is a real village called as Hawksfeet. So I will read the story with the Hawksfeet. Once upon a time, there was a little girl known as Carol. She was in a little town called as Hawksfeet. And now I have to write the rest of the story. Oh my god. Actually, when I was little, like I'm still in first standard, I used to write stories, and it was meaningless, I think so. And my mother used to say, this is wrong, this is right, this word is wrong, this word is right, like that she would be. And now I have a dictionary in my hand, and I'm searching every name if it is correct, or if I'm writing the spelling wrong, I will rip the page off and I'm writing it again. So, and in this only I have typed because I've wasted 3 pages for this single story. So let's see what's gonna happen. Guys, now I have finished this much to write, and just I will read some lines for you guys. Once upon a time, there was a little girl known as Carol. She was in a little town called as Hawksfeet. The village is popular for making clay products. In Carol's family, she was the only kindest and brave girl, and she loves to read book and make clay products like pots. And one day, Carol was walking to the library, which is far from her home, far from her house. She was going to the library to give book she got few days ago to read. She was walking slowly, and she reached the library. She walked into the library and gave the book to the library's guard. And she goes in to take another book. And I've wrote this much only right now. Actually, this is stressing me. My words are also twisting right now. Oh, I need hot chocolate. I'll go make it. Yeah, I have my what's it called? Cocoa hot. Oh my god. Uh, Hot chocolate, and I'm gonna drink it and I'm gonna write it. Oh my god, I have no idea, guys. Seriously, I'm going with my flow, and how the story is gonna end, I don't know. Actually, still right now, the story is going like the Beauty and the Beast, starting from because the Belle boy used to go. The statue is kind and she loved to read books, but everyone in her family only she has a father, and he's kind to her, and she also goes to the library and she gives another book, she takes another book. It's going like that only. I don't know if I'm writing part 2 of Beauty and the Beast. Let's see. Guys, I'm Yosef Mutlan. It's currently day 2, and I've wrote fully, and in this side also I wrote half of the page, but still now I didn't finish the story. I'm dragging it a little bit, and actually I feel like I am mixing every Disney princess's story in this one story. This is gonna be all Disney princesses in one story like that. Carol is the all Disney princesses, and first I took the Beauty and the Beast Belle scene, which is going to library and taking, and second I took the Alice in Wonderland ones, and I took the Kind and All from Cinderella. And actually I didn't mean to steal the scripts, but I think it came one. I'm gonna spend still 1.5 hours to finish the story. Welcome back. Now I've finished the story fully. It has been evening and story time begins. Cozy. And I named the story The Lost Tunnel and the Girl. Once upon a time, there was a little girl known as Carol. She was in a little village called Hogsfield. The village is popular for making clay products, and she was new to the town. In Carol's family, she was the only kind and brave person in her family. And she loves to read books and she loves to make clay products. And one day, Carol was walking to the library which is far from her home. She was going to the library to give the book what she borrowed few days ago. She was walking slowly and she reached the library. She walks into the library and gives the book to the library's guard. And she goes in to take another book. She grabs the ladder, climbs, and took a book which was so shiny in the front. And she came out of the library and she starts to walk to her house. While she was walking, she took the book from her basket. She starts to read while she was walking, and the book named Secret Tunnel and the Secret Tunnel. The book starts, she reads, once upon a time, there was a lost secret tunnel on a big mountain, and the tunnel is connected to a imaginary world. That world is totally covered with dark clouds. There is only one path to come in or out. So, if you lost in there, you can't come out forever. And she stops reading there. There was a divider One path goes to her home and another path goes to a mysterious place. And she took the wrong path and she started reading the book. After walking for a long time, she took her eyes from the book and she saw up. Then she realized that she is lost in the forest, and she got panic for 5 minutes, and she started to walk back because she thinks I came in this side. If I go back in this side, I will reach the divider, then I can take the correct path. And she walks back and she didn't realize again she took the wrong path. After walking for some time, she sees a small tunnel in a big mountain. She thinks that this mountain looks like the mountain from her book. And she thinks for a minute and goes inside of the tunnel, and she was walking for some time and she realizes that she lost the book in the forest, and still she was keep walking, and after walking for a long time she reached the imaginary world, and she sees lots of humans normally walking, selling products, buying, and she sees houses, vehicles, and she sees everything which is like in the normal world, and vehicles, and she see a board nearby her, and she sees Hawksfield, and then she realizes that she imagined a lot. Then she lived happily and she got to her home, and Hawksfield is her home. And the moral of the story is everything in a story is not gonna come real. So don't over imagine everything. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And I don't know how this story was. Actually, I think this is fair. I thought this was gonna come like Cinderella's da 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 like that, and it went like poof like that. And we should not over imagine anything in our life. Oh my god, my throat is so dry. Oh my god. Oh my god. And the moral was don't over imagine anything, because if you're imagining over, that's going to be bad for you, because everything is not going to happen like what you're thinking. It's going to change to times, because we can't over imagine. If we over imagine, we can lose our best friends. Sometimes it's good to over imagine, like when you're playing games like that, you can imagine more and you can give some ideas. But in the wrong time, like when you're having your fight, you can't over imagine. That will be like you're showing attitude to someone. And bye guys, I'll see you in my next video. Until bye. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell button. Bye. This is the most silly video I've made.